What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Quarter Life Podcast. I am Brene.
And I'm Kristen.
And welcome to another week episode. What are we? Episode 5?
Episode 5.
Ooh, we're moving along here.
Yep.
Well, all right. So not much going on this past week as far as news or content is concerned. I mean, we did do some digging. But there's one thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and you as well, Kristen. That's very, very close to my heart. And it's the guy from Lincoln, Nebraska, talking about boneless chicken wings. So there's this guy, he brought up this very serious issue up to his city council, and this is what he had to say about it. So let's give it a listen.
Thank you. Okay.
I promise I won't take up too much of your time here. My name is Andrew Christensen. I live at 1212 Twin Ridge Road. Lincoln has the opportunity to be a social leader in this country. We have been casually ignoring a problem that has gotten so out of control that our children are throwing around names and words without even understanding their true meaning and treating things as though they're normal. I go into nice family restaurants and I see people throwing this name around and pretending as though everything is just fine. I'm talking about boneless chicken wings. I propose that we as a city remove the... Excuse me, I'm trying to...
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Sure.
Come on. I propose that we as a city remove the name boneless wings from our menus and from our hearts. These are our reasons why. Number one, nothing about boneless chicken wings actually come from the wing of a chicken. We would be disgusted if a butcher was mislabeling their cuts of meats, but then we go around and pretending as though the breast of the chicken is its wing. Number two, boneless chicken wings are just chicken tenders, which are already boneless. I don't go to order boneless tacos. I don't go and order boneless club sandwiches. I don't ask for boneless auto repair. It's just what's expected. And then number three, we need to raise our children better. Our children are raised being afraid of having bones attached to their meat. That's where meat comes from. It grows on bones. We need to teach them that the wing of a chicken is from a chicken, and it's delicious. I propose that we rename boneless wings in the city of Lincoln. We can call them buffalo-style chicken tenders. We can call them wet tenders. We can call them saucy nugs or trash. We can take these steps and show the country that where we stand, and that we understand that we've been living a lie for far too long, and we know it because we feel it in our bones.
Thank you. Okay, hold it down, please.
I would like to just comment here. For the record, that's my son.
All right, Kristen. So okay, serious issue.
Okay,
so,
yes,
what do you think
very
about
serious. I cannot believe that this man wasted everyone's time. I can't believe he wasted his own time. And then not only that, but like those are like 2 minutes of people's lives that they can't get back that they had to hear this man talk about.
And did you hear that they were laughing in the background as he was talking about the boneless wings?
And he was so serious. He was like, this is like destroying the youth, and our kids are growing up thinking that their meat doesn't have bones. And I'm like, well, if your kid thinks that, then that sounds like a personal problem.
Wait. So you think this man has kids?
I don't know if anyone had a baby with this guy or not, but he speaks as if though he has children.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to say that he does. And his kids think that their meat comes without bones, and he feels very, very passionately about renaming boneless chicken wings. And I don't even know. I cannot believe that he wasted everyone's time with it.
I think he's a hero for standing up for what he believes in. He came up there talking about chicken with his hamburger tie on. He was serious. I think we should not only, I hope they put that into motion and make that a thing, because
Why?
it would be a travesty if they didn't. And they should, like, I think we should call them not wet tenders. What did he say? Saucy nugs. I like that.
Saucy nugs. Oh my God.
That's my personal favorite. So yeah, and we need to implement that not only in Lincoln, Nebraska, but all across the country, because we don't want to brainwash our children thinking that meat, doesn't grow on bones.
So why couldn't we just tell them that most meat, has a bone in it? I don't get why we have to. I mean, just imagine, right? Like that should, deter any adult from ordering boneless wings ever again if they have to order. Can I get a 6-piece saucy nug?
Well, you got to say it. Can I get a 6-piece saucy nug? You got to sound sexy with it.
See, that's the thing, right? Like, why? Why? And then, like, they really gave this man the time to get up here. Like, he's not coming to address, like, poverty or, like, world peace should start in Lincoln, Nebraska. No. Zoning issues or, literally anything else that could benefit humanity.
Are you saying that this can't benefit humanity?
It does not in any shape, form, or fashion.
Well, I beg to differ.
It does not.
I beg to differ. Okay, well, since we're on this subject, where do you stand on bone-in versus boneless? You better say the right answer.
I better say the right answer. I'm definitely always going to go for a bone-in over a boneless.
Okay.
The only way I get a boneless is if it's like on a triple dipper or something, and I can't think of a third thing to get. So,
or if you're at a children's party and they have boneless wings, that's the only way I can see myself, because I'm a bone-in person too.
Most kids just eat pizza at their parties, so I don't even know why this is. Or they just have chicken nuggets. They don't get like boneless buffalo wings. So.
Or they get chicken tenders, which, like he said, we could just call them wet tenders.
Why is this so important to you? And, I get it. Like you got to have something to stand for in this life, but why is this the hill he is choosing to die on?
Because it's not just for him; it's for our children. Like, it's for the children. We are corrupting our youth.
So we don't need to make sure that there's still a planet for the children to
global warming. Screw it. Education out the door. This
clearly
is what
it's
matters.
Out the door. But if they think that chickens don't have,
I mean, how many kids have actually seen a chicken? Why don't schools ever show you a chicken, a real live chicken? It's because they trying to corrupt your mind. They don't want you to know.
So the school system has an agenda
against chickens. They don't want the kids to know, because think about it. If children know that there are bones in their chicken, then they'll know that it comes from meat, and then all of the chickens will rise up against the children. I
hope the chickens rise up against him, because
I'm just saying. So
I'm just saying we could have done without that. No one needed that. And then it went viral because, of course, why wouldn't it go viral? Because a guy is standing in front of city council trying to get them to change the name. I'm like, maybe you should call Tyson about that. Why are you talking to the city council? Shoot them an email.
Well, and one of the city council members is his father, so maybe he thought he would appeal to them by, his father being on the council. So... But his father,
for their family.
His father sounded super disappointed, by the way. He's like, "Oh, so for the record, that's my son. I would have not said anything.
Like, I wouldn't have copped to it. Like, no one knew that. I didn't know. He could have kept it, like, within the confines of the city council, because I'm sure they knew it was his son.
Yeah.
But the rest of the world didn't have to know that.
Well, they know now. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. I hope that this goes nowhere for him besides just like...
Well, you should stand up for this because you're a bone-in person.
Yeah, but I don't care that much. Like,
well.
the way that I consume my chicken, you know, it doesn't affect anyone else. Like,
I mean,
I don't.
I get why he's so passionate, because.
Do you?
Yeah, I have friends who like boneless wings, and I'm like, are you a toddler? Why?
Tell them to grow up.
Yeah, exactly. Grow up. Chicken like has bones in it, and it makes it taste better. The bone makes it taste better. Like the
good bone.
It holds the flavor with that marrow. If you want boneless stuff, go eat some chicken tenders from McDonald's and call it a day.
My apologies to anyone that's listening to this that's like a vegan or something, but I eat meat, so
if you're a vegan or vegetarian, also grow up, because because the rest of the world like eats meat in some way.
Oh no, you're totally within your rights to not eat meat, but but I'm not gonna, like, you know, scream at you because you choose like a soy chicken patty over like the real thing.
I mean,
a vegan nugget. Like, I'm not gonna, you know.
A vegan nugget. Here's my thing. Dude, I understand for like health reasons if you have to cut out meat. But don't pretend like to eat our food. Like, and this is coming from a person who is a pescatarian for like over a decade. I was
about to say, I was like, wait, for the longest you ordered a chicken salad from Zaxby's, but you got the chicken on the side. So.
Yeah, this chicken was for my mama. So, and I mean, I totally understand you guys. Like, I was one of you. And then, you know what happened? I opened my eyes to the rest of the world. I grew up, I became an adult, and, you know, I realized life is much more than lettuce on a plate. So.
Oh my God, we are not going to like vegan shame. It's okay, you guys.
I guess. I mean, if you want to.
Wow, way to turn your back on your community.
Well, I wasn't vegan. I was pescatarian, so I ate some kind of meat. And if you guys don't know what pescatarian is, it's somebody who only has fish as their main source of protein. So no red meat, no chicken, no whatever, lamb, anything like that. So that's what I was. So I did eat some kind of meat, even though my boyfriend at the time said it wasn't meat. It was styrofoam. I'm glad I'm not with him anymore. But... But yeah, I said, that's why I can say this to you guys. Okay. I know where you're coming from. I understand.
You sound like white people who say, I have a black friend, so I can't talk about anything.
I mean, hey, I've used that excuse before. It's like, hey, I got white friends, so I can say this stuff. With my little shoulder shrug.
Shoulder shrug.
Mm-hmm. You gotta do the shoulder shrug to let everyone know that you're serious.
Oh my God, that guy's ridiculous, and that's just that on it for me.
All right, well, if you're listening, insert name guy with the burger tie, champion for bone-in chicken. You are a hero. You really are
you're
an
not.
American hero.
You're not.
You're the hero we need in 2020.
But I believe in your right to get up there and waste people's time. So,
well, all right, fine. Agree to disagree.
Yeah, right. Yeah, moving on.
Well, speaking of crazy ideas, so I want to talk about conspiracy theories just for a little bit, because
Oh boy.
I've been on a conspiracy theory kind of kick, I guess. And some of them are pretty harmless. Just things like there's this guy on the internet, and I wish I could remember his name. He has a YouTube page where it's just all conspiracy theories that he makes up, and it's badly photoshopped. It's absolutely hilarious. I think there's one about PewDiePie having chicken legs. And that's why he only shoots himself from like the chest up, because he is a chicken. Like,
what the hell?
Not a chicken. No, it wasn't a chicken. I'm sorry. It wasn't a chicken. It was a goat. And I thoroughly believe it, because have you ever seen PewDiePie's legs?
I don't even know what a PewDiePie is. Okay. So
you've been on the internet for how long and you don't know who PewDiePie is?
I've heard the name because I've seen it trending, but I don't know what he does or talks about. So I don't know. Is he a gamer?
He is. He's a Swedish, if I'm not mistaken, he's a Swedish gamer. And he's been on the internet since like the dawn of time. So you need to learn your history.
No, because I am not his target demographic. So.
I mean, neither am I. But when I found out that he is half goat,
has goat legs,
yeah. I felt I understand. I completely understand. The guy's name, the YouTube channel's name is The James Theory, and he has this. He does quite a few YouTubers. He has a conspiracy theory about one of Screen Rant's personalities, his talent, called Ryan George, or it's not called Ryan George, that's his name, Ryan George, because he does a lot of videos, and he puts out like just a ton of videos for Screen Rant and his own personal channel. And he came up with a conspiracy theory that he is actually a clone. And that's how he's able to send in his, all these different videos, and you think he says he's talking to himself, but really he's talking to a clone of himself. And it's really interesting. Like, if you guys ever get a chance to check out The James Theory, because it will open your mind.
Oh my God, what's happening with you?
I'm bored at home, and
I can tell.
But it's awesome. But there are some conspiracy theories that are not so much fun. QAnon is one.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, and they've been kind of like in the headlines a lot. And I don't know if you guys know about QAnon. Kristen, we briefly talked about it outside of the podcast. But and I'm going to read this straight from the Wikipedia page, because I do not have the brain cells to say to talk about it without reading it. So QAnon is a far right conspiracy theory alleging that there are Satan worshiping pedophiles who run a global child sex trafficking ring, and they're plotting against President Trump, who's battling against them, and he's going to lead a day of reckoning. It's really kind of crazy. He thinks that, people think that there are all these like different celebrities that are involved. I think it's in theory that they drink baby blood to stay young and not age. I think Hillary Clinton's part of one, Obama's part of one, which if you've seen how Obama looks currently, you would not think that he's trying to stay young. But yeah, it's apparently it's just this group that think that Trump is fighting some underground, secret organization. And it's dumb. It's super, super dumb.
It's super dumb because so why now? why is Trump the savior of these, of this alleged like underground baby boxing ring pedophile? I don't even know, because it like,
because there's so many layers to it.
Right. How is he the savior of it? And also,
mm-hmm. Well, he's been doing this for years. Apparently, he's been undercover.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
So becoming president did what?
I mean, becoming presidency gave him, I guess, even more power. I mean, I don't know how you're not.
But he hasn't
this.
stopped it. I know. So he hasn't stopped it yet. He's been in office for 4 years, and he hasn't stopped this pedophile, baby blood drinking vampire. What is this?
That's because the liberals and the fake news is preventing him from doing so. That's
right.
Why.
Okay. Mm-hmm. But he's supposed to be powerful enough to stop it, but the liberals and the fake news are stopping him from stopping it.
Yeah, girl. I mean, just read his
no, I'm not gonna do that.
I think there is a theory saying like all the way down to why Trump misspells in his tweets, because there's like a secret code letting his followers know like what's really going on.
National treasure? What are they talking about?
Girl, I mean,
do we need to go and knock on like the 16th step of the Lincoln Memorial or something? Like, what are they talking about? So I guess my thing with stuff like this, right, is like, where do you have to be? Like, where does your headspace have to be in order for you to believe even an ounce of any of this? Like, where are you mentally to say, like, oh yeah, they're drinking baby's blood and they're sacrificing these kids? Like, what?
Here's my thing with conspiracy theories. There is never any hardcore like proof. You don't have any evidence, you don't have any proof. It's all, of course, like speculation. And when you bring that up, everything is like a layer underneath another layer underneath another layer. So it's like, oh, well, they don't want you to know. And why don't they want me to know? Like, oh, because like it's secret. Well, you know it.
You know it.
Like, so this is a huge, my thing is this: if it was such a huge problem right now, and it's been going on for apparently like decades, where was Trump then?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, why now is he the savior of the world? And what is he doing to actually go and like save these babies? Like, are they on the golf course with him?
I was gonna say, like, all those times that he was on the golf course, he was like secretly
coming up with like this, like this master plan to like free all of the enslaved kids of the world. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not able to comprehend any of this. Like,
and how easy is it for someone to just make up theories, because they're not based on anything?
Yeah,
they're just
like
they're just saying, they're just like, oh yeah, there's a secret organization. And I feel like whenever you put secret organization in something, people automatically believe it because they don't know, because it's you can't disprove it, so clearly it's real.
But then they have like the most random like information, right? Like, oh, they were making these deals in the back of a pizza parlor. And then you get like the freaking FBI like swarming a pizza parlor because some random weirdo that probably was like, before he put it on the internet, was at the city council talking about like boneless buffalo wings.
Hey, the boneless buffalo wing guy, that's a whole nother thing altogether.
How do we know? How do we know? If he has time to get out there and like do this, we don't know what else that guy's doing.
I mean, if he has his own cult, I'll join it. Sure, why not?
See?
I mean, See, that's how they get. That's how they get you.
That's how they get you.
Yeah.
And see, now my new mission in life is to make sure that you don't join like the Boneless Buffalo cult, because I want better for you. I do. I'm sorry that I care about you and your well-being, but
it'll be an anti-boneless buffalo cult. So ABC.
You know, guys, I really hate that you're gonna have to see this friendship and podcast end with this episode. I hate that you guys are, having to be a part of this, but
yeah, I know the fact that she's not coming my way and seeing my view of things.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, the conspiracy theories, and I'm just like, I know that you have to have something to believe in, but why does it have to be? Why does it have to be this? And they have flags. Like they have literally flags. Like what?
Somebody took the time to graphically design that.
Yes.
And have the materials, printed them. Like, I'm sure someone has it as a tattoo somewhere on their body.
Oh, you better believe that they have a tattoo.
Yeah. I mean,
a bumper sticker.
I don't know, someone has they can't have face masks because they obviously don't believe in it.
Yeah, they obviously don't believe in those. But definitely have a t-shirt. It's on several variations of a hat. Like something, I mean, I don't. What are you guys talking about?
I hope one day that I get famous enough to where I have a conspiracy theory about me. That's my new goal in life.
My God.
That is my new goal in life. So I don't know what it's going to be about. Maybe, I don't know.
I'm going to start it. Yes. Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't you worry about
it. If you could write a conspiracy theory about me, and I know I'm putting you on the spot, what would it be?
You are. Oh, wow. Let's see. Well, I'll start it with your descent into madness about the boneless buffalo wings for sure. Like, if they need like some concrete evidence that you were slowly, losing your mind, they look no further than this podcast, this episode.
Crap. You're right. I gotta erase all of this evidence.
No, this lives on the interwebs forever. And you know what else is just kind of like blowing my mind about this type of stuff though? These are like adults really believing in this stuff. Like these people are in their 50s. And I'm like, what happened to you?
These are the same people who are like, no, Santa Claus isn't real, but you believe that there is a secret organization drinking baby blood. Like,
yeah.
And Trump is your go-to savior for this.
The virus that the entire world is experiencing isn't real, but Trump is going to save all of these innocent babies.
I mean,
my God.
And where are these parents? So are they sacrificing their kids to this cult?
Yeah,
or
like,
are they
why aren't they in front of like the media with this? What's going on?
Well,
is
because
the
media is a part of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The media is a part of it. Well, you work in the media, so dun dun dun. Are you a part of this?
I think we covered this in our first podcast. Local news does not give a shit. So,
I mean, that's where it starts, man. How do I know? Like, local news has their feet on the street, so they.
That's true, and I mean, you were a part of local media, but you got
out.
But
I'm not in. Yeah, I did because I could see where you guys were going with this. So
you knew it, and somehow we didn't brainwash you, and we really should.
Like, do you guys hear how ridiculous Brene and I sound?
We sound like, I mean, this is how Scientology works, isn't it?
Is it? I don't know. Like, I refuse to watch any of the episodes about it. So, like, people that come out against it, I'm like, I'm not going to waste my time watching it.
Oh, I've seen a few of those too. Because remember, I just love the idea of conspiracy theories, especially when, I mean, they're interesting. And it's not even the fact that, like, you can completely make them up. Like, I could tell you right now that the sky is not real, and it's really a computer generated hologram because they don't
We're
want us
living
to
in a
take.
simulation.
Exactly. We're living in a simulation. I mean, have you even really seen a spaceship? Like, there's no such thing as spaceships. We've never gone to the moon or Mars. Get out of here. Is why do you think that, they're covering everything up? It's actually our government's actually run by alien people. They're run by lizard people.
Well, goddamn it, they need to do more to help. Then I don't care who is being run. I don't care who's in charge. Do better. I
mean, I can
at this point, you guys are really asleep at the freaking wheel. So
yeah. And my problem with the simulation theory, because that is a theory that the world. Have you not heard it?
Oh, I have had someone say it to me personally that we were living in a simulation. So, and I did not know how to respond to that, so I just didn't.
Yeah, it's a theory posed by Elon Musk, and I think that he has scientists trying to break the code right now, looking into breaking the code of this simulation. And I'm a little bit upset because if my life was a simulation, then you guys need to do better by me.
Yeah, who chose this?
Yeah. Clearly this was a simulation gone wrong, and
it's not something I would have chosen for myself. That's for damn sure.
Nope, I would not have. That's completely.
So I did not know that Elon Musk was behind the whole simulation thing.
Oh, that man is nuts.
Yeah, I kind of feel like, he has too much money. So at this point, he's just like.
I mean, but when you have all that money, you kind of stop caring about reality.
Okay,
you can't.
So why bother the rest of us that do care about reality? Why are you bothering us? We're working. Even in this simulation, we still have to work.
I mean, don't you want to break out of the matrix?
No, I don't, because I am perfectly fine not knowing if I am in a simulation or not. I don't care to know that.
That's a damn shame. Wake up, sheeple. We're living in a simulation.
I hate that word, sheeple. And it's like people that use it are all the same people. And I'm like, am I the sheeple or are you? Because you...
Well, I'm clearly not a sheeple because I believe in all the craziness.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Oh, friend, I didn't know that you were swinging that way in that direction with your life.
Honestly, I'm not. I just think it's I just think it's so fun. And I mean, or could I be? Dun dun dun.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, let me ask you a question. So you said you would rather not know that you were in a simulation or not. So say that and I think this technology is being developed by someone somewhere in a far off land. Say
where,
that
Wisconsin?
Yes. No, Nebraska
of course,
with the boneless chicken.
Of course it is freaking Nebraska. God.
But say you are given the option to, and I'm kind of stealing this from the Ricky Gervais show, but since you brought it up, it's kind of on my mind. So if you, and for the listeners out in listening land, you could think about this too. If you were given the choice to leave your life behind and go into this pod where it simulates your perfect world, your perfect life, everything that you enjoy, there's no pain, there's no disease, nothing. You're just living your best life forever, never, never until you die. Would you take that offer?
So you're asking me if I would take that offer?
Yes.
Okay, so I have a few questions about that before I commit to an answer. First of all, would I have to leave behind like all of my loved ones? Because you said like leave my life behind, right? But at the same time, I'm going into the perfect life in this simulation. So do I then forget the life that I've already lived?
Yeah, you have no recollection of the life you live, the people. I mean, if you want them in your perfect world, then you can have them. Just tell the person, like if you have the option, tell the person, hey, this is what my perfect world, my perfect life is, and they will simulate that for you, and then you'll just live the rest of your life in that pod, in your perfect world.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
I figured you would. What's the reason?
Well, part of the reason being is that I don't want some guy named Joey being in charge of like, making sure that my simulation is running smoothly. I don't want Joey to like fall asleep on the job. So, no, I don't need him to be in control of that for me. And I feel like
I imagine it's something that like they would set it and just leave, and that's like.
And so what am I
have.
in, like a cryo chamber or something that's preserving my body for how long? Do I get to choose how long this simulation lasts? Until my body naturally dies?
Until your body naturally dies.
No, I may as well just live my own life.
But this is your perfect world. Like you have everything in this world. Every day is the greatest day that you'll ever have.
Then I'll turn into like a freaking Elon Musk saying that I'm this. Oh my God, what if I'm in a simulation that's in a simulation that's in a simulation?
I'm sure they can write that out of your programming.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't need to be programmed. I'm not a freaking computer. No, I'm good. I don't want it. I don't want any parts of it. It doesn't really sound fun to me because at the end of the day, I still don't actually have any of these things that I'm getting in this so-called perfect world or perfect life.
Trump won't be there.
God damn it, Brene. Damn you.
I'm just saying.
Damn you. Oh, shit. Well, I'm still going to go with no because Trump is pretty old. So, I mean, I probably won't have to, deal with that too much longer. So,
yeah, that's true. Although, like, some of the most evil people live a long time.
They do live a long time. Are they praying to the devil? What are they doing?
The QAnon has it wrong. Trump is the one who's actually drinking the baby blood to stay young, because there is no way that man drinks 8 Cokes a day and still survives. And I'm sure he's never touched a vegetable in his entire life. So,
man. He probably has plenty of the laxatives because there's no way he's shitting naturally. Okay, this is going in a weird direction now, but yeah.
Do you want to hear my answer to that question?
Yeah, I would love to hear the answer to your question, please.
Okay. It's no. And I say this because not because I don't want to live out my perfect day, not even because I don't think I'll ever see my family again, but because I hate being lied to. That's the main thing. Even though I know once I go in there.
Would it be a lie though? Because you agreed to it.
I did agree to it, but I hate the world essentially being a lie to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, I don't know, and I would rather have a world where, I kind of experience a little bit of, a little bit of down days, just because that what makes life
you human. Yeah. Right.
So,
true.
That's my offer. Plus, I don't need my mom getting sad because I'm in a pod and.
What is that even about?
So yeah, I mean,
very surprised at your answer because you
thought I would be.
Oh, I definitely thought you were taking the pod.
I mean,
I definitely thought that you were gonna pod right on up.
Oh, I did think about it. I'm like, I get everything I want. I can design my perfect world. That sounds awesome and amazing.
But that also feels just like a lot, to have to craft this perfect world. Like, where would you even start with building something like that?
Well, that's true. Where would you want to live? I guess is like the first.
Yeah,
part.
because at that point, like, your options are limitless, right? Like, you can go anywhere. Like, okay, so yeah, let's sit down and map out your perfect life for the next 30 years in this pod. Where
Yeah.
would you like to live? And then your mind just goes blank, like, Wisconsin.
You keep breaking up Wisconsin.
I know. Maybe I need to move to Wisconsin.
I think so, friend. I think your subconscious is telling you something.
I don't even know where Wisconsin is. So,
funny enough, my ex best friend, his family is from Wisconsin. Yeah, she's an ex for a reason. But her and her family are from Wisconsin, and
she black.
She was black. Yep. But
black people live in Wisconsin?
I didn't know. I didn't know that either until she told me. And I was like, oh, no wonder you're so boring.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I didn't say that to her face. I said it in my head. I had some tact. But I said the same thing. I was like, oh, I didn't know, there are black people in Wisconsin. Right? Shout out to Wisconsin for having the same family of black people and nothing else.
So, my God. Yeah. So, well, that's good. That's a no for you and for me on the pod life. No pod living for us.
Sorry, guys. No pod living. I don't know. I don't want my mom to be all heartbroken and shit.
Yeah,
so.
And I also feel like maybe your quality of life, I feel like it probably sounds like a scam to me now that I think more about it, because I feel like the quality of your life goes down, right? Because if you're in this pod, then your body isn't moving, so then you're gonna get like some muscular deterioration or something.
Well, you don't have to worry about that. You in the pod.
But
you don't feel shit.
Right? I'm not signing up for a pod that's gonna tell me that I'm gonna get 30 perfect years in this simulation, but then my body craps out in time because I'm not moving.
Or better yet, like the project gets defunded, and here you are,
and then they just leave me in the warehouse abandoned. And then Joey, he lost his job, so he doesn't care.
Poor Joey, you've been with him for a good 10 years, 10 out of your 30 years.
Like, Joey was there when I went under, so, and then Joey's like, he's out there, man, and then they just leave me sitting in the middle of the warehouse all alone.
That's true. He said his goodbyes to you and everything, but you couldn't hear him because you were living your best life. And then eventually the batteries are going to die out of your pod, and then you die.
Exactly. Yeah, no. I like how we just kind of turned that into a full-on apocalypse.
I mean, sometimes that's how it happens in movies, man.
Yeah, and then, like, what if the apocalypse does happen while you're in the pod? Like, no one's going to be there to protect you. What if zombies come?
Oh, that'll suck. You'll have a complete Walking Dead situation on your hands.
And you wouldn't even know.
Yeah. Like, you wouldn't know. Like, zombies are eating your flesh. Or you just wake up because, like I said, your batteries died, and maybe, you have some life about you left. You open your pod. You can't move because you've been in there for like 15 years. Exactly.
Exactly.
And there are zombies.
The pod sucks, guys. Don't do it.
Yep.
Everyone's answer should be no.
Yeah,
no one should volunteer to do this except for the boneless buffalo guy, because I want him out of here. I want him and his ridiculous idea about these boneless wings or the bone ends. I want it out of here, and I want it out of my city council.
Well,
get it out of here, guys.
Yeah, he can live his perfect life in the pod, have all the bone-in wings.
His house could be made of a bone-in wing if he wanted it to be. He could sleep on that bone. You are so ridiculous.
I think this podcast completely derailed.
It did. Like, we're so far off the tracks that the tracks don't exist.
Yeah. So, guys, think about that. If you would like to, stay in the pod for the rest of your life, living out your perfect day, or if you're like us and say, bump all that nonsense, leave us a comment. Let us know what you're going to
please
do.
let us know. I would love to know. And then I will actually respond to someone who leaves a comment.
Yeah.
And we both know that I'm not big on reading comments. So
that's true. She hates reading comments. So yeah, just let us know, and you'll get a guest starring comment from Kristen.
It should mean a lot.
It does
should mean a lot to you.
You will be very honored. It is your honor to get that comment from her.
Oh my God, Brene.
Well, all right. I think it's been a significant amount of time. We've kind of, I don't know where we went, but we went somewhere with this.
Yeah. And you guys went with us. So we appreciate you for that.
Thank you for taking this journey. We really, really appreciate your descent into madness with us. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining us for another episode of the Quarter Life Podcast. Kristen, thank you as always for being here this week, and hopefully the weeks further on, because we're in this for the long haul now.
We really are. I have committed to this, so I'm going to see this through at least until one of us ends up in a pod. So.
Yeah, which
and then
honestly,
even in the pod, we'll keep doing it then too. So why not?
Hey guys, if you choose that pod living, if you choose that pod lifestyle, still hit us up. We'll still be on YouTube doing some stuff. Maybe. Yeah, that's my perfect life. I've already got all the money. I've got that Elon Musk worried about simulation money. So
all right, well, that's gonna do it. That is definitely gonna do it for me.
All right. Well, have a nice time, guys. Enjoy yourself. I hope you've had a wonderful Labor Day weekend, because by the time we've already recorded this, it will, Sunday. So you'll hear this on Tuesday. Don't get drunk. Get drunk, but don't drink and drive. And have all the fun. And we hope to see you next week. Bye.
All right. Bye.